Okay, this is going to be maybe our fastest video yet. You need to pause it so you can write down your guiding question in the Cornell notes. How do you find the area of a parallelogram? Remember, this is not one of the questions that you are going to write on the side of your Cornell notes. You need to come up with your own. Okay, and then when I move this, it's going to stick. So we're just going to have to keep it there. Maybe, I don't know how to delete it. Let me see. Oh, I do know how to delete it. Okay, so number one, remember area is base times height. Right here they give you the formula, base times height, base times height. The tricky thing is that you have to make sure you're not counting these slanted sides as your height. You'll see some questions or problems where they tell you the length of that, and students will want to use that as the height, but the height is always straight up and down. So the area is base times height. The base on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares long, and the height is 1, 2 squares tall. So 4 times 2 is 8, and we don't know what units we're using, so we'll just write square units like that. Number 2, how long is the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares long. And tall, 1, 2, 3, 4. The height is 4, so 7 times 4 is 28 square units. Remember, we're not measuring the distance, we're measuring how many squares cover it. Okay, number 3, the last one. The base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and the height 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 times 8 is 48 square units. Okay, this is important that you label it this way. Alright, number 4, don't let that fool you. They're telling you that the base is still this right here, 18 centimeters, but the height straight up and down. Sometimes they'll tell you on the outside, look, this is the same height as this right here. So just because they write it on the outside, don't let that trick you. Okay, now you're going to do these on your own. The base is 18, the height is 35. You do that. Number 5, what's the base? 16, the height is 14. Okay, you can do that. Make sure you properly label it. And then number 6, the base is 8, the height is 10. I can do this one. That's going to be 80 square meters. This time, look at the units. They tell you centimeters, yards, meters. So we don't write units squared, we write meters squared. Okay, make sure you do 4 and 5. Write your conclusion, your summary, answering the question, and write a question of your own. And what's your level of understanding? Put that on there too. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Woohoo!